So check that out. I still I still have Christmas stuff out. That's my desk. We won't even look.
I meant to say
at
dresser.
Bob's side. Oop, okay. We're not gonna look at that. So yeah. And you can see the little burn marks on the ceiling where I have stuff burning. Anyway, that needs to go. And that's where my altar's going. Now that's an old dresser. I'm not finicky. It just my clothes go in there. But aesthetically, I would like something nice on top of that dresser. So and I'm sitting on my bed. Yeah, my room is packed. I have so much shit. Talk about pack rat. So yeah, that's my desk, and I definitely need to like clean that up if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, and go through my decks. So there's going to be some storage going underneath there. So, yep. And I'm not sure. I'm probably just going to start with the dresser. So, yeah. There you go. This is Carla Raw.
That is Bob's stuff right there on my dresser. But I can't say nothing because the rest of this is mine. And I am ashamed. Yeah, I have a lot of cleaning to do, okay? Yeah, I have just like had horse blinders on, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I even still have Christmas stuff out. So yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to any of this, but let's just say it needs to be different. So anyway, we're going to clean this up and organize it. Okay, see you in a little while. So I have been, kind of going through stuff as I'm putting it all back together. And the biggest thing I need to go through is this jewelry box. There's a lot of old jewelry in there that I haven't touched in years. Like, that's just a bunch of junk. I have another jewelry box that was just like, and whenever I would get something out of it, it would just lay here. So that's all in here. This is the stuff I put back on my dresser. I still haven't created my altar, but I'm going to be doing something different with this. This is another catch-all. So these are going to be turned into actual shelves. So that I can actually put my, I just moved my Christmas stuff. Because I don't, these are not going to get put away. These are going to actually go on a shelf. So these are going to be turned into actual shelves that I can sit stuff on. Because it's just cloth, So, and I'm building these. Yeah, my bed's a mess. Because I'm not making it. I'm not making it today. So these are drawers. And I've been putting them together by hand. I need to go get my screw gun because I've just got them kind of sitting in there so I can finish putting that together. I built this shelf. And this is the other jewelry box that I need to go through. And then once I get through all that stuff, then I'm going to do my desk. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to go through. So yeah, in process. So I'm definitely trying to not give you booty shots. Because I bend over a lot. I dropped a lot of stuff in the last few weeks off my dresser, just not really, like not putting nothing away after I get it out. So, and you could pretty much see that my whole room has been like that. It's like, I'll put it away later. And then it's all accumulated. I've got vacuum pieces up there and just, oh my goodness. But it's actually nice to sit back and watch this and watch the cleanup process. Like I said, I cut out some of them booty shots. But you know what? I really have a lot left to get through. And, all over my bedroom. The only thing I probably won't show you a finished product on by the time this month is over is Bob's side. Because he can take care of his own stuff, but I know I'm not gonna just show you all that. I'll edit and blur it out or put a bunch of stickers so you don't see it. But yeah, this is it, you know. I'm probably going to end up purchasing a few more items. And like I said, I'm having some shelves, just some like boards that I can lay on those cloth shelves so that I can have more room to put stuff. Because I have over 40 more decks to find room for from my sister. And, you know, I'm going to be going through those and show you what she gave me. And I'm so excited to have room to put them away too. You know, it's kind of why I got some of those shelves, you know, for underneath my desk. So yeah, that's what's going on here, making room for more stuff. But that's all right, because once I get my tarot inventoried, then I'm gonna read for each one and see which ones I want to keep for myself and others that I want to give to some special friends of mine, and maybe use Rochelle's Thursday trade too. So we'll see how that goes. One of the things I did was go through my jewelry box. And I threw away, like, I was even holding on to like broken jewelry. And there were old keys thrown in there. There's some baby rings, earrings. I have a lot of like, and they're nothing like really, like I paid $5 for a pair or something like that. But the jewelry box really needed to be cleaned out. And it's still decent. So I'm going to clean this up and start putting some stuff away. And then I also have another jewelry box over here that I need to go through, and a big bowl of jewelry, a heaping bowl of jewelry. So yeah, we're going to, and I'm probably going to get rid of some of this. It's just, you know, I mean, I'll keep anything that has a sentimental value to me, if it, you know what I mean. But other than that, if it's just like that bracelet didn't cost much, I'll see if any of the kids want it, and you know, if they don't want it, then it's going bye-bye. Like in a place that starts with a T. So other than that, I do have my class ring. I do still have that. So that, of course, I'm saving stuff like that. So yep. All right. So I do have all my jewelry separated. Some of it I'm going to clean up. And then I'm going to put it back in my jewelry boxes. So, yep. And then I think I showed you this. I started actually reorganizing a little bit with this drawer that I made. I bought it and had to screw it together with a few things in it. Extra, like my tarot that's in bags and stuff. I got a drawer down there for tools, and then I put some more tarot down there, and I still got this to go through. But you know, this is definitely a work in progress. So thanks for hanging with me so far. All right, so check this out. I cleaned out my jewelry box. Anyway, so these are like some bracelets that I've collected over the years. Some of them, you know, are crystals or gemstones, or just, you know, stones. And there's a lot of, you know, from jewelry subscriptions and crystal subscriptions and stuff like that. So that's what I put in there. And I cleaned up some of my rings
and put those in there. Like nothing really like extravagant. There's my class ring up at the top. But most of it's just, you know, not anything fancy. And then there's some of my necklaces, because that little tree that I have to put the necklaces on, it doesn't hold a lot, and I learned from my mistakes that I put too much on there, then I have a lot to untangle. So that one's cleaned up. And then you come over here. I've had this since high school. And I put some stuff in here. So there's a few of like studded earrings and a few more rings that I have. That's actually one of the babies, one of my daughter's rings. So let's see. That I'm a hoop wearer when I do wear earrings. And there's a few more bracelets. And then this is just like, you know, like there's pendants in here. Oh, goodness, it's getting blurry. There's pendants in here. Sorry about that. Okay, I need to stop. Maybe it's because my hand was in there. So there's pendants in there. And, yep, that's when I already put my hand in there. And keys and stuff that I just, you know, not using anymore. But I'm going to go through it. In fact, all of this stuff, I'm going to do a reading on. Like with my sisters, I'm going to do a reading on all this. Like, what should I get rid of? And why am I literally holding on to this? Because I think there's things I can do with this. Like make more bracelets or use them as charms. Stuff like that. Because there's, like I said, there's keys in there. Maybe put it on my altar. That kind of stuff. And these are a whole bunch of necklaces. Some of them are crystal necklaces that, yeah, I'm going to keep. But some of them are just like costume. It's just costume jewelry. And some of it like is stuff my sister made. So I'll be keeping that. I got to be careful trying to pull stuff out of here, or I'm going to tangle it up. So I want to be very careful about this. I wear this one all the time. This is my dragon heart. And it's it's just a cut of labradorite. But it's powerful for me. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. But yeah, I'm going to do a reading on all this stuff, and I think then I'll do tarot. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. So let's put this away, and now I got to find a place to put these dang jewelry boxes. Yeah, this is old, but yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Welcome back. Okay, I'm really behind. In fact, I think we're into the third week here. Or yeah, right in the middle of the third week here. So I'm really behind, but I'm going to try and do at least 1 and 2. And I'm going to show you some clips of some stuff I've been doing. But I had to stop the spring cleaning. I was getting too involved. And we're never too involved, right? Or are we? So I totally was thrown off my game. The end of March, we actually had a power outage that lasted into April, which just a couple of days, but you know, it threw me off my game. And then the kids were on spring break, so, which I was kind of grateful. They didn't have to miss any school, but they were on spring break, so it was almost like, you know, we had the kids. And then the week after that, my daughter's school that she works for, they were on spring break, so she was on days. And I'm very much, I don't know if it's ADHD, low-level autism, or menopause fog, or whatever, or just because I have a lot of Virgo, like a stellium in Virgo. My son is in Virgo. Yeah, I was thrown off for that, like a little bit over 2 weeks of just, I couldn't focus. My whole routine was just destroyed. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is, you know. I can't hang on to that and like play victim and be like, well, I couldn't do this because of that. It is what it is, and it happened, and here I am now. So we're going to do this. So I have done some spring cleaning. A lot of it's been in my jewelry because, as I was cleaning off my desk and going through, a lot of things, I got stuck on my jewelry. But I had jewelry from high school that, hadn't even been cleaned. And it's like, why am I holding on to this? So I threw a lot away. Anyway, so I think right now, let's just get into the, let's see, which one was the first week that Rochelle did? Transformation. That's the first one. So I figured, you know what? I am going to do this spread. Let's do that spread. Okay. And since it's very transformative, I picked 2 different decks. All right. The first question is, what old patterns need to go? Okay. Oh, huh. Interesting. How about some clarification on that one, right? What old patterns need to go? What old patterns need to go? All right, let's try this. What old patterns need to go? Okay. Wow. All right. Let's keep pulling, shall we? All right. The next question is new patterns I should adopt. New patterns I should adopt. Oh. Huh. All right. Let's get some clarification on that, shall we? New patterns I should adopt. Oh. Oh. Wow. Yes. I don't know. This is turning out to be extremely interesting. From where or who can I find help for this process? Oh, okay. Let's get some clarification on that. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, my goodness. This is shaping up lovely. How best can I proceed forward? Okay. Oh. All right. And how best can I proceed forward? Okay. We're only going to take the top one. And we'll take that one. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What old patterns need to go? So, overflowing with potential, your efforts transform into abundance and prosperity. So, what needs to go? Not everything is an opportunity. I feel like this is just saying that, you know, looking through the lens of love for everything. And believe me, it is a little bit hard hitting. Why? Because I tend to be, I overlook things with my optimism sometimes. Call it toxic positivity or whatever you want to call it. It's looking past the red flags sometimes, and I do that. I do it. But I am aware that I do that. You know what I mean? This is just a reminder. It truly is just a reminder. Because believe me, there's some things that I see for exactly what it is, and it is because it's things that I absolutely don't like, and I don't pretend to like. You know what I'm saying?
or a who, you know. So I also need to do this with the people that I love dearly. Is just remember that, you know, we're all imperfect. Yeah, okay. I think you understand where I'm going with that. It doesn't mean hold people to those things. It just yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what that means. Okay. New patterns I should adopt. Yeah. It's understanding when people are taking things from you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Diversity is strength. Be your true self and bloom in the way that feels authentic to you. Yeah. And I am many things. I am many things. And I don't need to fall into that trap, you know, where someone is able to, they think they're getting away with something. You know what I mean? Oh, she's just too, because she don't see what's right in front of her. Oh, but I do. I do. So yeah, I see exactly what that's saying. So from where or who can I find help for this process? Ooh, that's within myself. Keeping that balance, which is every day. Share in abundance. The act of giving enriches all who partake and raises your frequency. So yeah, it's good to be giving. You know what I mean? It's absolutely. And giving comes in many ways. It's not always just, you know, what we're giving away of our material things is what we give away from ourselves, but there is that balance, you know what I mean? And that balance needs to be within yourself. Yes. Yes. Okay. How can I best proceed forward on my own authority? Embrace creativity and fertility, magic and inspiration. Thrive in this season of renewal. Oh, absolutely. You know, that goosebump feeling that you get, that where the spirit just kind of, you know, crawls over your body and just gives you that, yeah, that's it. On my own authority. Thank you. That was excellent. The other spread is the renewal. So, areas that need renewal. I do need to do this spread. I mean, I think I know, but sometimes a little clarification because my mind has been so muddled. But I think I will save this for the next video because I am really behind. So I will do another video. I'm just not sure when I'm going to upload it. They might be a little bit closer together since I am catching up a little bit. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but this has been excellent. And I'm so grateful to my sister for the whole community projects that she has been sponsoring and hosting and had other people, you know, this would have been for myself perfect if if I hadn't let these other things, you know, kind of put me in a place of stasis. You know what I mean? That was my own doing. So I'm ready to get past that and move on. And I'm so grateful for all of you for being here with that journey and all the people that are partaking in this. I have so much enjoyed watching you spring clean. And just, you know, I mean, that's what it is. It's not just about our material things. It's also the things that aren't serving us here and in our social lives. You know what I mean? I'm proud of every one of you that have participated and been so authentic in your voices. And all right, I love you. I'm gushing. I love you, and I will see you all in the next one.